Hello everyone, my name is George Packard with Family Lawn and Landscape of Florida and Family Lawn and Landscape of Wisconsin. Today's topic is about how to choose a good lawn care company. There's a lot of different things you can look at. I know especially down in Florida, people change lawn care companies like they change their underwear. These are some things that I think are important when you are choosing a lawn care company. The first thing is trustworthy. You know, when I look at people, their character says a lot about them. I like to meet with people. I think you would like the same thing. When you talk to them, say to yourself as you're talking with this guy or gal or whoever it may be, say, are they trustworthy? Do they seem like they're a trustworthy person? You can tell a lot about people just from talking to them. If they seem a little bit shady, you should be concerned. You should be concerned with that immediately. The other thing is licensing. Are they a licensed company? Do they carry insurance? If they don't have their license, or if they say they have their license, ask them to show it to you. If they say they have their insurance, ask them to show it to you. Don't just take their word for it, because people will say anything to try and get business. The proof is in the pudding. You need to ask people. Make sure that you ask them, okay? The other thing, ask them about the equipment that they have. One thing that I thought was kind of neat that some of our customers did, and I learned from this, was they would ask us to come and mow their lawn one time. And at first I wasn't quite sure what to think about it, but it turned out to be a pretty good deal, because they wanted to see you, one, see the job that you do, and they also wanted to see the equipment that you showed up with. If you showed up with some rusted out truck and beat up equipment that you just know they're going to have troubles with, this is probably not the company you want to have. Even though their price may be lower, in the end, it's going to be a bad decision. And you're just going to keep surfing and keep looking for more and more lawn care companies till you settle on a good one. These are some of the attributes that good companies have, and these are things you should look for. The website. Do they have a website? That's a good place to go on there and look for reviews. Go on Google Maps. If they're on Google Maps, hopefully they'll have some reviews on there, some good, some bad. But that's a good thing. I've looked up a few people and I found just horrible reviews. And that taught me right away, hey, I'm not going to go with this company. You know, Google has a way of doing it where it's not, I know some people think when you look at reviews on websites, you think that they don't mean anything because they can be doctored or put on there by that company. That's not true. You know, they can't do that. They all have their separate IP address in their computer. So it takes it from wherever that computer is, your computer. If you were to put a review on, it knows it's coming from you. Google doesn't allow them to accept it any other way. Billing practices. How do they bill? Do they want cash? Do they want you to be there to pay them cash every time you mow? Or do they have online billing? Will they allow you to just pay your bills online and simplify your life a little bit more? Do they accept checks, credit cards, things like that? Those are all important things, especially in today's age. Ask your friends and neighbors. If they're happy with their lawn mowing guy, then he might be a good fit for you. And he might even give you a decent price because he is mowing right next door. So that's always a good thing to do. Look on the Better Business Bureau. A lot of people don't utilize that site enough. It's a great site. You should look at it. There's tons of information on that site. They'll tell you if they've had good reviews or bad reviews. They're on the BBB, the Better Business Bureau, so check that out. Do they have GPS tracking units in their trucks? And the reason I say that's important, especially if these are homes that you're not at all the time, like it's your summer home or winter home. It's important because I know with our company, we have them in all our trucks, and if a customer calls up and says, hey, George, I don't know that we were mowed last month. It doesn't look like we were mowed last month. I can give you a code. You can go on there yourself and look and see that our truck was there for half an hour or 45 minutes or however long it usually takes to mow that property. So it gives you a little peace of mind. A lot of these guys don't have that, and it's a shame they don't, because it's a very good product. It's a good thing to have. Do they do it professionally? Do they do it part-time? There's a lot of people that just do it part-time on the weekends. That should alarm you, because if it rains during the weekend, they can't mow you. They're back to work on Monday. So now you've got a problem with your lawn. Then you've got the homeowners associations barking down your throat. these things are important. You need to see to it they do it for a living. And I can't stress that enough. The part-time guys just don't cut it. How many accounts do they have? You know, how long have they been around? You know, if these guys come in and they say they have 100 accounts or 50 accounts or something, you know they're doing a good job. They are looking at it like a business, which is what it is. References. Ask them for references. And don't be afraid to get a list of them. You know, just say, hey, show me the list of your customers. I'll pick out a couple and I want to call them. And if they don't want to give you that, they're not a good company, and you should walk away from them, because there's nothing wrong with giving them some references. Okay. The sprinklers. I noticed a big thing down in Florida. I know with our company, if we break sprinklers, we fix them, we repair them. A lot of companies won't do that. They just break them, and then when you call and complain about them, they just drop you. They just go, because they don't want that expense of fixing them. And that's another thing you need to look for with these companies. What do they charge? You know, are they willing to do extras around your house? Keep in mind, you get what you pay for, and that's always been the true adage. It's always going to be, you get what you pay for. If you come in with low ballers and you got guys that come in for $55 a month or something, they're not a good company. All of a sudden, these guys are going to disappear. And when you wonder why they disappear, I can tell you why. It's because they realized after a month or two, they're not making any money on your property. So they just disappear. They just go away. Well, then you're back to square one. You're hiring a new company. The other thing, look at the workers that they have. Who do they employ? Are they legal citizens? Do they pay taxes like you and I do? Or are they cheating the system? Are they paying these guys cash on the side and they're just runabouts from all over the place? It's all things that should be important to you. Having said that, I guess the best thing I can tell you is you are going to get what you pay for. You might pay a little more for a good company, and you might not be able to go out and eat steak, one weekend out of the month. But wouldn't it be worth it just to have a good company that actually is there and that you know you can trust, and they've done a good job for you or done a good job for your neighbors in the past? To me, that's worth it, and I hope that it's worth it to you. I know we would sure love to have your business. But we're not a perfect company, and I have yet to meet a perfect company. But we sure would like a shot at your business, and good luck whether you call us or not. I hope you find this video helpful, and we'll talk to you soon. Thank you.